Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's Bumper here, back tonight with a new video. Okay, I'm pleased to say that me and my main man Trevor over at Double Bill Movies, link in the description, are back on the Video Nasty horse, and we're back to our tour of the 39 banned Video Nasties. Okay, although we've been doing it a while, we're still only on Fs. Okay, so tonight's episode is a bit of a I don't know what the word to use is really, but this is a Video Nasty that is well known around the world, although maybe not very well seen. And that is Faces of Death. Okay, so you're the top banned in 46 countries. This movie didn't see the light of day for a long time. I can't spit too many facts. Trevor's more the man for that because he was around and into the era at the time where I was really into the more Freddy's and Jasons. I come to the Video Nasties late. But anyway, okay, me and Trevor were both a bit dubious about watching this, but I'm pleased to report that it turned out better than either of us were expecting. I thought it was just going to be a collage of like sick stuff, but actually it turns out it has got like a proper story. It was basically a documentary. I'm sorry about my dog. Basically a documentary, and it's by a doctor, and he's talking over the top of all like these weird things that go on in the world. So yeah. Anyway, so we'll jump into it then. We'll have a look at Trev's notes first of all, then before I sort of give you my run through on it. Trev was really nervous about watching this film. I don't think it was what he expected at all. So yeah, so I'd be interested in seeing Trev's notes here now because, like I said, he wasn't massively keen or excited to watch it. Okay, so Trev gives his overview first then. So this is an in-depth look at the one thing no living being can avoid: death. Okay. Yes, I casually looked away a couple of times, like the monkey dinner scene, but I still fully understood what happened. Okay then, so yeah, just a quick synopsis then. So this film basically follows this doctor. It starts off, he's doing a bit of open heart surgery. Pretty gross, but nothing you wouldn't really see on like a hospital program on telly these days, or like Embarrassing Bodies or something. And then the narrative sort of switches slowly then. It's sort of, he talks a bit about surgery, and then he goes on to, it starts off a bit of animal cruelty, and that's what Trevor alludes to, and it goes on to something else, and I can do each segment as we go. So first of all, then, like I said, it starts off with a bit of open heart surgery, and then it goes to like just exhuming dead bodies, like just skeletons and like horrible looking, like, just, yeah, they're dead bodies, but they're like completely rotted. That didn't really scare me too much. And then it moved on to the animal cruelty, then was like the sort of second segue. And although it doesn't condone it, the guy over the top is always saying how disgusting it is and how it turned him into a vegetarian and stuff, but it does go there. So the animal scenes, these are the two worst bits for me. If you're sensitive to this, you'd have to skip these bits because they'll haunt you. There's two bits in there, right? There's seal clubbing, and it's horrendous. There's these seals on this field, loads of them, little cute animals, and there's these guys just smashing them, like taking pride in just taking them out with one hit, and then they skin them all for their pelts, and they just got all the bodies lined up, all in the field, all skinned. It does look like something of a horror movie, honestly. Like, yeah, it was really not nice to watch at all. And then there's a scene then where they're like in an exotic restaurant in the Middle East. The guy over the top's like, now these people are about to try the local delicacy in this restaurant, and it brings a little monkey over. They put him on the table, but in a trap so he can't move. Just his head sticking above the table. Now, I know I'm going to say they're going to eat the brains, but that's not the gross bit. The gross bit is this monkey's alive, and they give him these hammers, and they got to like kill the monkey first before the guy cuts it open and eats the brains. And there's two couples, two women and two men, and they're just like whack whack, don't give a shit. And then the worst part about it is they're eating the brain. There's hardly nothing to eat, and it's gross. They don't even like it. Do you know what I mean? They're like, bleh, I can't believe I'm eating monkey brains, and you just killed the poor monkey for that. Well, it cost you loads of money, I imagine, as well, for the experience, and it was just all for what? Nothing really. So anyway, I'm waffling a bit there, but once you get past the animal cruelty, there's a bit of dog fighting and stuff like that as well. There's a chicken who has his head cut off, and you see the body just writhing around nervously, like it's all the nerve endings going mad for about 30 seconds afterwards. So I found that funny. Some people might find it bloody stressful or what's the word I'm looking for? Not abusive. Bloody hell, offensive. Some people might find it offensive, but I thought it was funny. So anyway, so that was about like the first quarter of the film, really was taken up with that. So if you are going to watch it and you want to skip the animal cruelty, that's okay. You can skip it and move on to the next section. They do take you to a slaughterhouse as well, and it's horrendous. They show you how it's done for. It's not halal, but it's like halal. Trev told me what the word was. I couldn't hear it properly on the thing. But anyway, they got the cows in these prison type things, these cells, and they just cut their throats like with a sharp knife, and they just left it like for, oh, it's just disgusting. It's obviously no nice way to kill an animal for food, but it's just inhumane that way, like. All right, so basically then, did it feel like watching a video nasty? So Trev's saying, in some ways, yes, but only because it's on the list, otherwise, no. So I think what Trev's trying to say there really is that although there's a lot of nasty stuff on show in this movie, it's not done exploitatively or anything, and it is like a documentary that you would watch, just with a little bit more hardcore imagery than maybe what your standard Netflix documentary would have. But so he's saying no, and I'm going to say probably no as well. It should be watched as a documentary. It should be slightly edited, and then I think people could do with watching it as a history lesson, because there's lots of other stuff, you know, that goes on later in, like war atrocities and things like that. So question 2, should this be a video nasty? No, it's a documentary about something that can be unpleasant, not a functional movie. So yeah, so he's not even classing it as a movie, Trevor. He is classing it as a documentary. And it's not like one of these mockumentaries you see, which is made up to give you a twist ending, a scene reel, like The Last Exorcism or something. You know, it is just a full-on documentary. The guy is spitting facts all the way through it, like. And then the third question, should modern horror fans check it out? And then Trev says, definitely. If you want to find out if you can stomach real life horror, then you must watch Faces of Death. So yeah, there's some hard stuff to stomach. The good thing about it is, or maybe not a good thing, but the thing about it is there's going to be something to turn everyone's stomach. You know, someone might be able to handle the animal cruelty, but then they probably won't be able to handle the war atrocities and things like that. So yeah, so that's the 3 questions. I would say a modern horror fan should check it out as well. I love a documentary, I do, so the rougher it is, the better, really, in my opinion. So yeah, I would definitely say check it out. Without waffling too much, going back to sort of the setup. So after your animal cruelty, it kind of moves on, and you see sort of like people like falling off buildings. There's a guy on fire at a march or a protest, whatever you want to call it. The last segment is sort of on the war atrocities, mainly World War II, like the German concentration camps, seeing like dead bodies being piled up and carried around. So that's all a bit horrendous, but again, didn't really gross me out too much. There's no like stuff on you that you consider snuff. Like, there's nothing that feels like a home video really, or like it's like if someone sending of themselves blowing their head off or anything, or any sort of things. There's a beheading, but again, you've seen all that on your phones recently with things that get sent round. Trying to think really, if I'm sure there must be some other things. There's that sort of form of fishing where they go out shooting the animals, which is terrible, with like bloody assault rifles. Or you get a copper, actually. There's a giant crocodile loose somewhere in Florida, and this little girl's like, he's over there in the bushes. And these 2 coppers or whatever go on this boat, and the one falls in, and yeah, he gets mauled to death. You don't really see too much of it, apart from like bits of the aftermath. But yeah, or there's a plane crash. Fucking horrendous as well, like, and they just pick up all these half bodies and chucking them on this pile. The plane crash, yeah, that was pretty horrendous. That happened in like a little cul-de-sac or whatever as well. Like all the people like psychologically messed up from all these dead bodies just being all over their lawn and stuff, like. So yeah, that sounds horrendous. What was the other one? There was something else I was going to say then. There was a bit messed up. Oh, there's a shootout. There's a guy like, and it turns out actually that he's killed his wife and kids, so he deserves everything he got. But at first you don't know, like, you think it might be a bodged drug deal or something. So these coppers, like, on a movie outside shooting the house, the guys like behind the door and behind the window shooting back at the coppers. And then when he comes out, they absolutely annihilate him with bullets, like, and they go in there and you see all his fucking kids dead on the floor and all, like, it's bloody horrendous. But again, I don't know how much of it was real. I didn't mean to Google it to see if every single thing you saw was real, but it kind of felt like it was. But there was some editing sometimes that made you think maybe it wasn't. Like the guy who supposedly got eaten by the crocodile, you sort of like see him fall in the bush, and then it's just like a crocodile eating like a bloody red check shirt that matches the one he had on or whatever. So it was all a bit elusive, I suppose, but still. So anyway, going back to the scores off Trev and stuff, I'm just going to give you his summary. So Trev says, I found myself fascinated with the film for various reasons. I love the fact most of the source material is from film and not videos. It's from the 70s. So yeah, so it is a bit, what's the word I'm looking for, grainy and stuff, but it's not like filmed on video or anything. It's all clear enough to see what's going on. I was fine with being educated by scenes that are uncomfortable to watch, but ultimately are reality. It was very well put together and narrated, and it didn't miss a beat. I was reminded what scum us humans can be at times, but also how we desire to understand, learn and help each other. So then Trev gives it 10 out of 10 and says, wow. So Trev really holds this movie in high regard. I don't know if any of the video nasties have had 10 out of 10 so far. So this is definitely a favourite of Trev's. I'll go a little bit lower with the score because I want to save my 10 out of 10 for zombie flesh eaters. No, I just, you know, I want to, so don't set the bar too high just yet. So yeah, I'd say 8 out of 10. It was really enjoyable. If you like documentaries, especially horror documentaries, then it's definitely worth a watch. And as long as you can handle things that you see on like Casualty and all these days, aside from the animal cruelty, you should be okay, really. Alright then, so I've been Bumper. Thanks for watching. The next video will be over on Trev's channel. I think we're doing a retrospective on the ghastly ones, but you'll have to wait and see. But there's some great films coming up. Some 88 ones that we got still in the cellar vein, like Mardi Gras Massacre and Gestapo's Last Orgy, that I can't wait to bust open and watch. So we're getting it. Anyway, I've been Bumper. On behalf of me and Trev, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you soon.